Go ahead and get into it. Now we're actually going to get into part of the FBI investigation that took place involving Charlie and Katie and Mr. Garcia, Mr. Rivera, and they're going to paint a picture of what all they had to do to not only catch Charlie and the other three, but to show that Donna was connected to this entire situation that happened. Here we go.
Please say your name and spell your name.
Special Agent Louis Bronstein, Louis Bronstein.
How are you employed?
A special agent with the FBI.
How were you employed back in April of 2016?
He spelled it
Special
too
agent
fast.
with the FBI.
All right, and did you participate in a surveillance operation on April 20th of that year involving Charlie Adelson?
Yes.
Was your involvement in that
spelled it
operation
right.
related to a wiretap that was happening simultaneous with the surveillance operation?
Yes.
What was your role in the operation?
That day I started off on physical surveillance of the undercover bump operation for officer safety purposes. And then for the remainder of the day I was to be available for surveillance as needed.
Did you conduct some surveillance at a restaurant by the name of Dolce Vita in Miami?
Yes.
Where is that restaurant located?
North of Miami Beach. I don't remember the exact intersection.
Sunny Isles Beach, sound right?
Yes.
Are you from, I guess you said you did surveil the bump that took place earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bronstein.
And what was your objective at the Dolce Vita restaurant?
Moved towards the Dolce Vita restaurant with the intent of conducting physical and technical surveillance of the meeting inside. Upon arrival in the parking lot, I met up with a technical agent from the FBI and received surveillance equipment in a bag. And I made my way into the restaurant and got situated as close as I could to Charlie and Katie.
Were some photographs taken of, is it Charlie Adelson you're referencing and Katie Catherine Magdanoa?
Yes.
Were some photographs taken of them outside the restaurant?
I believe so.
Okay, was that before or after the meeting that you're referencing?
I don't know that I can speak to that. I was not doing photography at the time.
All right, let me just show you what I've marked as State's Exhibit 137 to 140. Are you able to recognize these exhibits as photos of those two that were taken outside the restaurant where you did your surveillance on the occasion we're talking about?
Yes.
So I'm going to make sure they're all very accurate.
Yes.
Okay. Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence 137 through 140.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 137 through 140.
Publishing 137. Publishing 138. Publishing 139.
So that's Charlie and Katie in the picture.
Publishing 140.
He does look like he could be related. That's true.
When you entered the restaurant, how close to the target subjects were you able to position yourself?
Let's say about 10 to 12 feet.
Okay, it's just at the next table.
So, yeah, I want to say it would be the next table over, but there was possibly a span where there should have been a table, so just estimating, based off recollection, it would be about 12 feet.
All right, and did the bag contain any video equipment?
I believe so.
All right, so you were recording both video and audio of this restaurant conversation?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the equipment that was inside the bag there?
I had not seen it before that day. That was my first look at it.
Did
But
you understand how to operate it when you went into the restaurant to use it?
Yes.
Okay, so you were able to successfully capture that restaurant conversation with
That's
that
correct.
equipment? Okay. Can you describe anything about their demeanor that you observed during this conversation?
It was tough to hear because of the air conditioning system. Based on visual observation, body language, they're having a conversation with each other. They were paying attention to what each other was saying. I could not make out very many particular words, except there was a moment where that AC was abnormally quiet for the restaurant. I did hear something, but it was a very small snippet of a sentence. They maintained their conversation with each other, and throughout the duration of my sitting in there, I became less and less worried that they would notice me sitting nearby because they were paying very close attention to what each other was saying.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity to review the recordings of the that came out of the operation from that day?
Yes.
Okay. And are they fair and accurate recordings?
Yes.
Right. And I asked you the date, April 20th of 16, but I didn't ask you the time. Do you know the time that meeting occurred, time of day?
Afternoon around 3:45 or 4.
And I asked you if you had an opportunity to review it, State's Exhibit 114. Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move 114 into evidence.
Any objection? States 114 is admitted.
Any efforts to clarify the audio from that recording and try to take out some of that background noise, would that have anything to do with you, or would that be somebody else's job?
That's somebody else's work.
All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Wow, that was it?
No
Okay.
questions.
You may step down.
Wow, that was super
Recalled by
quick.
the party. You are released.
Shout out to Special
Please
Agent
call your next witness.
Louis Bronstein. FBI was not playing around.
Please raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly.
Who is this?
Sir, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
James Keith McElveen, McElveen.
How are you employed?
I work as a forensic scientist. I'm an electrical engineer. I work at Wave Sciences in Charleston, South Carolina.
And what
Hey,
type of
shout
work
out to
do you
South
perform at
Carolina.
that business?
I mostly do audio research, particularly in forensics.
Can you describe your education and experience in that field?
I am a master's level engineer, electrical engineer, and I've had 35 going on 40 years of experience.
And as part of your work, do you clarify audio recordings?
I do. I also sit on committees that write international standards for audio forensics.
And approximately how long have you been doing the type of work that you did in this case specifically?
Probably about 25 to 30 years now.
Judge, at this time, I would tender the witness as an expert in the field of electrical engineering,
Electrical engineering and forensics. Audio
electrical
forensics.
engineering and audio forensics, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to avoid the written witness?
Not on the Saunders.
Any objection to him providing an opinion while testifying?
No, Your Honor.
Members of the jury, the witness will be permitted to testify in the form of an opinion in the fields of electrical engineering and audio forensics. You may continue.
And I think you testified you have a master's in electrical engineering, is that right?
That's correct.
And you were the
I wonder
program
if he's
manager
related to
for
the
a government
car
organization
dealership,
that included
McElveen,
tech ops work?
out there. If you
Yes.
know, you know.
Okay, and also have done some work with private companies doing government contract type of work, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you found the company that you're currently with?
I did.
Have you published articles related to your field?
Yes, I have. Multiple.
Have you ever testified as an expert before in this area?
I have.
Okay, were you asked to clarify some recordings made at the Dolce Vita restaurant in association with this case?
Yes, I was.
What items were you provided with?
2 audio video recordings from 2 different devices that
What's
were
up,
in
DeAndre?
the restaurant. One of which had better video and one of which had better audio.
Okay, and were you able to put those together and give us the best product that you know how to give us to help us make out the words the best we can?
Yes.
All right, and in that process, do you do anything that changes or alters the speaking voices that are on the audio recording?
Only how do I put this? We don't alter the subject's voice. We leave it natural and as untouched as possible. What we do is suppress everything else that's not in that place we're trying to focus on.
What were the issues with this particular exhibit as far as being able to hear it in its raw form?
Well, it was a restaurant, and busy restaurant. There was everything from typical restaurant noises with coffee grinders and espresso machines and such as that going on. The position of the recording devices also made them pick up noises coming from the kitchen. So there was dishwasher and vegetable chopping type sounds going on back there, kids screaming, voices playing, and a television. So
Kids are
it's
always
easier
screaming.
probably to list what wasn't on the recording than what was.
Okay. And can you explain the process you used to clarify the audio on this exhibit?
Yes. So what we do is we treat the sound that's captured on the recording more like it's the light captured by a camera. So if you do any photography and you use a lens, you may think of the classic taking a picture down a picket fence, and you can focus on one of the wooden slats in the fence and it's sharp, but all the rest of them in the foreground and the background are blurred out and maybe invisible. So that's our approach, and we're able to set the focus spot on the subjects that we were asked to enhance, and then blur out, like those missing pickets in the fence, everything else in the restaurant.
Okay. And are the results of your audio efforts contained on the exhibit in front of you, States Exhibit 115?
Yes.
All right, and did you also, for us, pair the audio with the video that was available of that particular event?
In Dolce Vita, we did not.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to review States Exhibit 116, which does include both the audio, the video, and the transcript of that event?
Yes, although we did not review the transcript content.
Okay.
We did review the audio and the video, and it does match the enhanced audio that we provided.
There you
Okay,
go.
so everything seems to be appropriately lined up with the audio clarification that you did.
Yes, I just don't want to step outside my role as in audio forensics and speak to a transcript.
Understood. All right, Judge, at
Good
this time,
man.
I'd ask to move into evidence States 115 and 116.
Any objection?
He's a good witness. He knows what he's doing.
If I understand the witness's testimony, he's not able to say that the transcript is accurate.
That was Ms. McBano's part, Your Honor.
She has already authenticated as a part of her testimony.
No objection, Your Honor.
States 115 and 116 are admitted.
Did you also do some work on States Exhibit 132, a recording from a Matt Surrey restaurant?
I did.
All right, and were the same processes that you previously described with the prior exhibit used on this one as well?
They were.
Okay, and does States Exhibit 132 contain the audio product that you generated?
Yes.
Okay, and has the audio been paired with the video accurately in States Exhibit 133 also in front of you?
Yes.
All right, Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence States 132 and 133.
Any objection?
Just a moment, Your Honor. No objection, Your Honor.
States 132 and 133 are admitted.
All right, and then you also have an Exhibit 118 in front of you. Did you do some work on a phone call? Phone call?
Yes.
Okay, and is the work that you did on clarifying that phone call fairly and accurately contained on States Exhibit 118?
Yes, it is.
All right, Judge, that's just for identification only at this time. No further questions.
Another witness.
Cross-examination.
Just briefly, Your Honor. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, with respect to the second restaurant footage that you enhanced, am I to understand that you enhanced an enhancement more recently? Did you provide additional materials recently to the State Attorney's Office?
What we did was not an enhancement. We only took the audio track and put it with the video track. So
That's what you-
we didn't touch anything but just basically save the original, the processed audio that we did and the original video and just saved it in a different format.
Okay, so then that's what you did recently?
Yes.
Okay.
So no enhancement done in that step.
Okay. And then, yes, were you ever provided with the audio of the interview done by law enforcement of Wendy Adelson on July 18th of 2014?
No, I was not.
And specifically the end of that interview when Miss Wendy Adelson calls my client.
Not to my recollection. I do not believe so.
And so the government did not ask you to do that?
Correct.
Just a moment.
Nothing further, Your Honor?
Redirect examination.
Wow. Okay. And that was that.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You may step down, sir. Will you be recalled by either party?
Not from the state, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
You are released. Have a good day. Please call your next witness.
They call Special Agent Brian Kendall.
Getting these FBI agents in and out of there. And shout out to Amy for giving the background on why the FBI was involved.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may take your seat.
Thank you.
Please speak loudly and clearly.
Sir, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Brian Kendall, B-R-I-A-N, K-E-N-D-A-L-L.
How are you employed, sir?
I'm currently employed at a private investment firm.
What about back in April of 2016?
At that time, I worked as a police officer for the city of Plantation, and I was also assigned to a
So you
federal
got an
task force.
upgrade.
As part of your work with the Federal Task Force, did you participate in a surveillance operation involving a Charlie Adelson?
Yes, I did.
All right. Was the surveillance that you conducted of Mr.
hear
Adelson
from
related
the
to
guy
a
that talked to
wiretap that
Charlie.
was happening simultaneously with your part in the investigation?
That's correct.
What is it that you were asked to do?
I was asked to surreptitiously record Mr. Adelson at a restaurant on the night, I believe it was April 20th, 2016.
How about April 21st?
21st, correct.
Okay, and who was Mr. Adelson meeting with at that restaurant?
His father, Mr. Harvey Adelson.
All right, and was that the Matsuri restaurant?
Yes, a sushi restaurant in Miami.
What equipment was used when you went in to record?
I had a covert surveillance recording device that recorded in audio and video.
How covert was it?
It wasn't the most sophisticated device. Would you like me to describe it?
Yes, please.
It almost looked like what they call now a man bag or a large bag that had a hidden recorder and video equipment inside of it.
And was there any sort of strategic problem with using that sort of messenger-style bag under the circumstances inside this particular restaurant?
Yeah, so when I entered the restaurant, I saw Mr. Charles Adelson and Mr. Harvey Adelson sitting at the sushi bar. There was an unoccupied stool next to Mr. Harvey Adelson, so I took a position directly next to Mr. Harvey Adelson because it was extremely loud in the restaurant. I put the bag directly on the sushi bar between myself and Mr. Harvey Adelson.
Okay. And what does
Wow.
it mean to get made?
Obviously, when you get made, they identify who you are and they know you're up to, maybe they identify that you're law enforcement or they know what you're doing.
And
That's
do you
funny.
think that might have happened on this effort?
I think it was pretty obvious that my actions were probably a little suspicious to them.
Have you had an opportunity to review the
blew
recording
his
from
cover.
your
That's hilarious.
messenger bag device, States Exhibit 131?
Yes,
And is that a fair and accurate recording of what was captured from your device that day?
yes it is.
Okay. And as far as clarification of any audio that was present on that recording device, would you be responsible for that, or was that Mr. McElveen that we just heard from?
Yes, I never even, other than authenticating it, I've never reviewed it.
All right, move into evidence, States 131, Your Honor.
An objection.
Objection.
States 131 is admitted.
That's funny.
No
This
further
guy blew his own cover.
Cross-examination.
No questions.
You may step down. Will this witness be recalled by either party?
No, Your Honor.
You are released, sir.
Thank you.
Please approach.
All right, so what do you guys think? This FBI investigation so far is showing the setup, showing everything that went down behind the scenes. We got an FBI agent that blew his own cover. Or an agent, we should say, that blew his own cover. Interesting stuff here. Let me know what y'all think.